He's trolling.
Right?
He's trolling, bro. As soon as this got cut off, this nigga started laughing, bro. Come on. Yo, I'm trying to be as sensitive as possible to this subject matter because he said a word that did not offend my people, right? However, I thought to myself,
the word in context is used to insult Pakistani people.
But that's not how he used the word though.
But it's used to insult them like they don't belong here. That's usually how it's used.
But that's not how he used it though.
Yeah, I know. He just used it.
He literally just said like we need points. I'm not trying to be insensitive. He literally put a bunch of prerequisites.
But that's the way you would use the word though.
I get that.
So like,
but he didn't use it in that manner though. He didn't direct it towards nobody. He just said the word. So I'm trying to be sensitive because I'm not aware of it. I didn't know about it until now. So fair enough. There may be a level of insensitivity to it. So I try to just put myself in a situation. So then I thought to myself, what if a bunch of creators in the States said the hard R in that same manner, and I wouldn't care. I'm just being honest with you, bro. I wouldn't care. Not in that manner. I wouldn't care. Also, he's not white though.
No, but he's not Pakistani. It's the same thing. So
yeah, if he was Hispanic or Asian and he was born in the States, he said the N-word.
You wouldn't give a fuck?
No.
But most people give a fuck.
Yeah, and those people should stop giving a fuck, bro.
Do you think they're gonna do that?
They should though.
Look,
especially the way that he used it. It's not like he used it in a derogatory sense towards people. He literally said a word, bro.
Can I hear more of the apology?
No, bro. I'm done. I'm not. No.
One, he shouldn't have said it, obviously, right? And he knew it was a slur. The nigga said it anyway. I guess he thought.
Would you care
if someone said the N-word?
If a Hispanic or Asian American said the N-word, would you care? In the context that he said it?
No, not really. Unless it was a guy I watched a lot, in which case I'd be like, "What'd you mean by that, champ?" When PewDiePie said the N-word, I was like, "Hold on, PewDiePie, break that down for me. Where'd this come from, nigga? What about this bridge? Gave you the." Go ahead.
But if they were playing a game and there was a bunch of letters scrambled around one another and they were like, man, one more word and I can win this one, huh? Man.
He must have wanted to win really bad.
They already got bigger out of here. They got digger out of here.
I could say trigger, but there's an extra letter.
There's an extra letter. I can't say trigger, man. I can't say it. And there is an N. So nobody not gonna say this word. Say less. No shade to black people. No harm, not directing it, but I would let that fly, bro. I really and truly would not care.
I wouldn't say
and
I
that
wouldn't
word
care.
and unlike what Hassan says, that word holds way more malice than this word right here, bro. Way more malice.
I would care a little bit, but not enough to the point where
this nigga in the press conference.
Yeah. You feel me? Otherwise, everybody would say it. But, like, you had to care a little bit. But, like, look, he shouldn't have said it. He knew it was a certain nigga said it. He apologized once. He went to a mosque to apologize some more and recorded that. And then he did a press conference where he apologized even more.
Well, he had his paper. He got his notes and everything.
He went on Twitter. He apologized there, too.
And then he also said he's going to take a break as well, man.
So, look, that can't be necessary.
It's not!
That can't be necessary. Look, I have empathy.
He took the whole video down, too. Not just cut out the part. He took the whole video down, bro.
I have empathy for Pakistani people because, like,
sure.
especially when UK is like Toronto in a lot of ways. Like, especially London is like Toronto in a lot of ways. It's super diverse. So, like, feel me? In one classroom, you're gonna find at least a few people from Pakistan, a few niggas from India, a few. Feel me? It's pretty diverse. So, like, there's probably a bunch of people in his fan base that was hurt by the fucking word that he said because they probably heard it growing up to remind them that they not really from here, that you don't belong here. And so in that sense, you can see why some people is pissed off about it. It just feels a little PR-ish to be doing all this.
But that's the real reason why I don't like it.
But in all reality, what the fuck is this nigga supposed to do? Like, isn't the whole goal of fucking up to learn from the shit and move forward? Like, if I saw people genuinely upset that he was even trying to learn.
Yeah, they were like, oh, look at him recording the way he's in a mosque. It's like, bro, there's no way you can win in any of these situations, which is the reason why I think that's even why I hate it even more. Because if you're genuinely upset, then just apologize and move on. But when you do this, it comes across like you're trying to do a stunt. It comes across like you're trying to get more cool points on the internet, or you're trying to like, oh, look, guys, I'm sorry. Like, make sure y'all remember that I'm sorry as I take my break from social media. That's what it looks like. It comes across that way. So it doesn't even feel genuine. So it makes it look even worse than what it actually was. And it really wasn't that bad in the first place.
I think KSI is in an interesting position, bro. KSI used to be like a flagrant person 10 years ago. Like, his content was purposefully offensive. It was very not extreme in terms of the things he would say, but he was just willing to do the most. He was just willing to do the most.
Yes.
And now he can't do the same without it, one, affecting his pockets, but two, also having some sort of pushback because his audience has grown so much that there's people all over the planet that watch him. Reality is, you can't know everything. Maybe he knew it was a slur, but he didn't understand the history behind it. I feel bad for KSI a little bit here because times are way more sensitive, and he is just the byproduct of that.
Okay, so but
But
that's
did
the
you see
other
the
part.
previous drama before this one, the one he was referring to?
When he was yelling at
The commentator?
Yeah.
So the commentator for his boxing events criticized his boxing. Basically
Yeah.
said somebody could beat him or something like that. And KSI got mad. I don't know, KSI got mad and said a whole bunch of things about it. And niggas was like, whoa, he can't have his own opinion? And it was just like a verbal dispute. But
And
like,
then he
niggas
immediately
really
has
was
the-
getting tight at him. I'm like, yo, bro, it's a verbal dispute.
And then literally KSI, after being told like, yo, this is opinion, chill out, then he had to do another apology tour like, oh man, I'm so sorry the way that I acted. And I'm like, bro, damn, nigga, have a backbone. Fuck. Everything you say doesn't have to be led with this massive apology, bro.
I get it, though.
No, but okay, I get it. But it's because he put himself in this position. He sat there and said that he don't like to be pedestalized. But this kind of goes to, and I'm not trying to, nigga, God forbid I agree with anybody. But this is like where I agree with Sneeko, where it's like, y'all sit here and y'all do this thing where y'all pedestalize yourselves unknowingly, or y'all like to play the judge, jury, and executioner. And KSI did that with Sneeko. And now any little thing that he does that can easily be taken out of context, he now has to apologize to the heavens, go to a mosque, have a press conference, and then take a 2-week break from social media because of things in which we all know, anybody with a brain would know, like, it's not this big of a deal. But because you played yourself into this role, this is how you have to respond now every single time, even though it's you. And I remember when this whole thing with him and Sneeko was going on, and I was thinking to myself, like, bro, KSI is like one of the last people on the internet who should be trying to go around canceling people because you look weird when we all know the shit that you used to post up. And niggas just sitting there and telling me, oh, no, you can't do that. It was so long ago. And I'm like, no, the nigga's still edgy now. Y'all niggas just grew up and y'all don't really watch him no more. And here we are where he's trying to make an edgy joke. It's the same nigga, dog. It's the same dude. But when y'all sit here and pedestalize people, when he get off something like this, or he just has a verbal dispute with somebody, now all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, KSI, I didn't know that was you. Ooh, man, I might start looking at you differently. And it's like, bro, you're a grown-ass fucking man, bro. Like, calm down, bro. It's not that big of a deal. But when you play yourself into this role, this is what you end up doing, bro. The nigga has notes, bro. Look at him. Look at him, bro. Stop. I can't.
I think some internet niggas is mad. Oh, if you could walk into a mosque, speak to people, and they could very calmly teach you and show you why what you had said was offensive and why you should avoid saying it in the future and the history behind the word.
And then even a guy in the mosque is saying like, yo, it just sounded like y'all just said out of ignorance, and it seemed like even he is saying it seemed like there was no malice.
Yeah, so like
even he is saying that, bro.
If the community leader in that department is...
Well, is he?
Yeah, he was. That's why they went to him.
I know, but like, if you're from Pakistan, does that automatically mean that you're Muslim?
Nah, most are, but not automatically.
So then, how could he be? He's just a leader amongst most
in that area, in that
yeah, I might know.
area.
Yeah, in that local area.
Yeah, he can't go to all of them. That'd be insane. But I'm saying if the community leader there was like, okay, he was showing grace.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to like smite this guy. It's not his position to judge. It's just he's trying to teach. Then why not? Why the internet? Why all these fucking followers can't do the same? Yo, at the end of the day, I think.
Why is he falling for it though?
Because he has to, bro. Because he owns Prime, bro. Because he's gonna lose millions of dollars. But also because his
so
audience,
it's not genuine.
No, also because his audience gonna be upset about it. It's gonna affect his career.
So it's not genuine.
But also, he might give a fuck. It's a combination of all things. It could be genuine. Look, if I punch you in the face right now, I feel bad about it, right? In my heart, I feel
you
bad.
would feel bad. And what would you do?
But
what would you do?
It would also be true. Hold on. It would also be true that like I would stand to be hurt financially and Playback all fell apart.
I get that, but what would you do if you punch me in the face? What would you do?
Punch you back.
Okay, exactly. But then if you punch me in the face, you apologize to me, you said punch me back, then you start taking anger management classes, and then you apologize to Twitter, and then like if you drag them on, I'll be like, I don't even believe you no more, nigga. I might just stomp you out now, nigga. The punch ain't gonna be enough, nigga. Cause now you playing with me. Now you mocking me, nigga.
I get what you're saying.
I would feel mocked at that point.
I think the internet just gets a kick out of trying to cancel people.
Yes.
They get a power trip over it. But beyond that, like, there's not much else he can do. If it offended you to the point where you don't respect him no more, just don't watch him. But like continuing to scream at him it's just weird because it's almost like a reminder that there's nothing he could do that's enough. But in all reality, what he did is completely redeemable, and he's literally trying to redeem himself. So maybe that takes time. Maybe that takes more community leader lessons.
He's speed running right
maybe
now.
More
boy.
press conferences.
Yeah, he get a lot of press conferences.
But there has to come a point where he's redeemed because this is redeemable. And you know what's funny is I asked the question on stream about Sneaker you mentioned earlier. I was like, is he redeemable? And a lot of people just said no. And I thought, like, what world do we live in where you become irredeemable for very redeemable things? At that point, it's cooked. Why even try and be better? Appreciate y'all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on this one. Otherwise, go ahead and catch this video right here. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
What the fuck? I don't think anybody's in here, but yo. Shouts out to the 9 in the building. Yo, I'm not on the Let's Keep It Buck channel, am I? No, I'm on my own. Hey, okay, we good. Yo, shouts out to everybody in the Matrix in the building. Hopefully y'all look good. Hopefully we look clean and clear. Crystal. Hopefully we look, you know what I'm saying? Scrum dilly yum yum my purr. We're gonna analyze some things, man. Boy, oh boy, we're gonna analyze some things that we're gonna go over to a Twitter space. Spaces. We're gonna go over to a Twitter Spaces. And have a little bit discussion as to this talking point. Because I, at least in my perception, I think that, you know, something is wrong with how people are perceiving it. But, you know, every time I say something, somebody gonna say, Omar, you're pandering. Look at that limp ass mic arm. Limp. Let me tighten it from here. Okay, there it is. That's what's gonna make it stay stiff. God, got a stiff one. Yo, I haven't done this in so long. Oh my God, it's insane. I haven't done this in so long that it's insane. I need a better lighting setup. We gotta fix this lighting setup, but that's okay. That's okay. We're in the building, man. Don't got my headphones on. Haven't done this in so long. He's heating up. He's on fire. Soundboard is still working. Soundboard is still working. Let's see if that music is still working. Y'all see the Black Panther concepts. My timelines get crossed. I have two separate timelines, two different places where people, you know what I'm saying, intersect. And one of them is, you know, my intellectual timeline, the timeline that talks about complex things, the ones that talk about race, religion, class, politics. They talk about it in a heavy way. Some of it goes smack over my head. And then I have my ignorant timeline. So I got to cross. Got to cross between the two. They crossed each other's planes. K and F. Kimberly Nicole Foster. A black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying a white woman. I don't know why this is even a debate. A black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying a white woman. I don't know why this is even a debate. And in my opinion, because what made me say something is TSO Sage. That boy's been on it, man. Shouts out to TSO Sage.
Oh man, not again.
He's been on it. He's been on it. TSO Sage puts his infamous SpongeBob, SquarePants math questioning meme. Got some numbers going on it, 502 likes and stuff like that. But that means it's a conversation to be had. I simply said she's not wrong. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. A black man marrying or a black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying a white woman. Right? There's a plethora of reasons as to why this is the case. Cardiac says Sage is streaming right now. Is he streaming right now? I think everybody's streaming from the Let's Keep It a Buck verse, right? Isn't he so streaming? Isn't he? I think so. I don't know. Oh no, he's streaming. He's doing wrestling. Yeah, he said that there's nothing wrong, or he said the math part. But let's just try to break it down. Let's try to make it make sense. Now, somebody said it's clear to see where she's coming from in the further tweets. We can look at those as well. I don't know what she said in any tweet after this. I just saw this one tweet and we just kept it pushing. I'll take this to Twitter Spaces soon. We'll have conversation there because I know people feel more comfortable coming up there as opposed to coming on the live stream. I'll even send the Q&A link out for the live stream, but people feel more comfortable coming out on the live stream or on the Q&A. I mean, on Twitter Spaces than they do there. But there's a bunch of different ways in which I think that this makes sense. Plethora of different ways in which this makes sense, right? First and foremost, I would say culturally, black men and white or black men and black women aren't the same. Hold on now. Big Brother Boma Simp. Shouts out to Big Brother Boma Simp with the Cash App, $5. He says for host of the year. Hey, if you watch the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast, tell me what it's gonna take for me to win host of the year if you don't have me as host of the year. Tell me what it's gonna take. Tell me what it's gonna take. Shit's insane. Tell me what it's gonna take. I think that culturally black men and white men have different values. I think that they were raised differently. Their upbringing is differently. So not only does that permeate into the relationship from, romantic levels, from partnership levels, I think it also permeates into how you raise your children. I think there are just differences as to how you raise your children, how you carry yourself, how you're taught, or how you then, this is crazy. Oh, hold on. One.
You can't process. Oh my gosh.
My girlfriend wants y'all to know that she calls me during streams and she does not care.
And I don't. So our mutual friend is not feeling well. So that got canceled, which is why I was calling you to say, come over, or I can come over to you.
Oh, yeah, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Okay. Do you want some steak from the restaurant?
No.
Sure.
No, I ate. Come over.
Okay.
All right, see you in a minute. Bye.
Right.
Yeah, this is going to be a good stream, y'all. This is going to be a good stream. I'm going to keep it up until she comes over. So, Kimberly Nicole. Oh, the differences between black men, black husbands, and white men, white husbands. There's a huge difference in them. There's a huge difference in them culturally. The upbringing, the things that the ones that need, or the things that they have to worry about, the things that they need to teach their sons or daughters about, things they need to avoid. It's a huge difference. And the way that it'll be delivered, the way that it's delivered is a complete difference. I think their roles in the household are different. Shit they can get away with that, black men can't. It's just shit that they can't get away with that black men can't. I also think there's a conversation as to how white women nurture versus how black women nurture. There's been plenty of evidence out there. I can continue to bring it up and bring it up and bring it up and bring it up as to how you can tell the difference between a biracial child with a white mother and a biracial child with a black mother. There's a difference. There's just a difference. The values that they're taught, the way that they're embraced in the culture that they're in. It's just a difference. It's a difference. And then also, with that being said, and what I think part of what she was getting here, because we're also just making assumptions as to what she's saying. She said, I don't know why this is even a debate. I think she's talking about the reasons why these two people get married in the way that they do. I think what she's talking about is black women dating black or white men or marrying white men for different reasons than black men dating and marrying white women. She said something about math. She said something about math and statistically math. Hold on now.
Oh man, not again.
Now over here that gets a horn. That purge siren. Hold on now. Ali Czar 7 for 49. No, not 49. 49.99.
He's on fire.
Yeah, shouts out to Ali Czar 7, man. I don't know for the rest of y'all. It's getting a little tense. It's getting a little tense. Ali Czar 7 says, I would like to announce Omar as host of the year and soundboard of the year. We like that. We like that. Big Ali in the building. I also agree with the sentiment of there is a difference between the genders and ethnicities, reasons why as an Arabian, I mesh well with women of color than white women. I think that that's true. And I don't even think that it just stops right there. I think that there's a difference between an Arabian man marrying a woman outside of his race, ethnicity, and an Arabian woman doing the same thing. I think that there's a difference. I think that there's a complete difference in the two as far as their roles, as far as their teachings, and as far as the reasons why they do it. But to get back to the black and the white conversation, I want you guys to know, and I think this is where she was going because she was talking about numbers. There's less black men that are available than there are black women. Now, that's just the baseline stats. If you want to get into the meat and the potatoes conversation, if you want to talk about, gay men, straight men, married women, gay women, I don't know, women who just are out of the dating pool, men who are just out of the dating pool. There's a bunch of nuance in that conversation, but from the blank statistics, there are more men, or there are more women, black women, who are single and available than there are black men, right? I don't think that that's too hard to understand as a concept. What does the survey say about that? They say survey says that is correct. So with that being said, taking it from there, we keep going down the train of thought. Shouts out to the 53 in the building. Shouts out to the big 53 in the building. So with that being said, I believe what she's alluding to is, hey, as a black man, you're making more of a choice. You're making more of a choice. And now if she wants to go as far as to say to leave the black woman and date black or white women or whatever, I don't agree with that. That's something that I just not getting down with that. Not getting down with that. However, on the flip side of that, she would feel that the reasons why white men, I'm just making assumptions. I'm making assumptions. Black women date black men or white men is because of the availability. And there's a conversation to have there. I don't know too much of the credibility for that. I think it makes more like sense. Now, I don't think she would be completely fair to the argument to make that point in all cases. There was somebody on Kendra G's show who was talking about she's a black woman in, it was either Seattle, Washington, or Vermont, or somewhere in the Northwest. And she was talking about how hard it was for her to find a black man. And then when she asked her all the factors and the parameters that she has set for finding a black man, it turns out that she just couldn't find that type of guy in Seattle, Washington, or Vermont, or whatever, because that number is so limited. I'm going to hide that for a second. Because that number is just so limiting, right? That number of available black men in that area was just so limited. So were you going to find somebody like that? No. But statistically speaking, she would have been better off to find a white man. And if that's where love was going to lie for her, hey, don't knock it until you try it. So there's some credibility in those arguments. I don't know why people got so mad at this concept and why it's possible. Why this is a question. Oh, wait. Why this is a question as far as difference goes. There's a slew of things that could be different. I think the issue is that automatically off rip, people took it as a bad thing. I don't think that I agree that it's a bad thing per se. Sometimes it's just circumstantial. Now, if we read some other tweets, I don't know. Somebody said if we read some other tweets, there might be a problem in the other tweets. I still have yet to see. I don't see no other tweets to say that this is. Here we go. Got some other tweets here. I want to go back to her original tweet in this matter. A black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying white women. Don't know why this is even a debate. There's still not a debate. If every unmarried black woman in the U.S. got with every unmarried black man, there would still be millions of unmarried black women. It's math. So I think she's talking about just the sheer number thing. Shouts out to Blake Bass, man. I feel like location does play a factor in situations. Keep doing your thing, oh.
He's on fire.
Thanks, Blake. So when Lonzo, and let me put Alizar down there as the sponsor of the pod. When Lonzo got with his wife or whatever, or girlfriend or whoever, when Lonzo got with that person and somebody said, yo, you know, it's crazy because he's with a white person or whatever, I thought to myself, is it crazy, or did Lonzo grow up in an area that is predominantly white? Was it crazy, or did Lonzo just end up in an area without, out of his control, where white people were the mass of people? White people just so happen to be it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. White people just so happen to be the ones that lived in popularity. That's who it was. That's who it was. And based off of Kimberly Nicole Foster's statement right here, it's just a numbers game. It's a numbers game at that point. It's just 100% a numbers game. Still no debate. If every unmarried black woman in the U.S. got with every unmarried black man, there would still be millions of unmarried black men. Dick said it makes sense because his mom is white. It does make sense because his mom is white. Yeah, it does make sense. People are commenting, so you're not accounting for lesbians, biracial men, women that don't want to get married or don't have the qualities men seek for a partner. There are a lot of factors. I don't understand some of these responses to these tweets. I don't understand. But hey, let's keep going, because somebody said that I'm gonna see something in these tweets that makes me understand what's really going on. Somebody said I'm gonna understand once I go on. In this case, the math would be that there are simply more black women than men. You have to be trolling. I refuse to believe you are a Harvard graduate. You can't provide a concrete argument for your initial tweet. Just say you're insecure and go. Now, mind you, she's with a black man. This table shows that there are more black women than black men. Exactly. This lady is trying to claim that there will be tons of unmarried black women in the U.S. because black men don't want to get with black women, when the reality is black women simply outnumber black men. That's what she said. Is that not what she said? Didn't she say that? Didn't she say that they would just outnumber? Wait, didn't she just say that they would outnumber? I'm confused, man. What am I gonna see in this conversation? Can somebody tell me if this tweet was egregious? Anybody in chat, just tell me if you believe that the tweet that she made is egregious. Is there something egregious in the original tweet that she made? Because so far I have yet to find it. Now, if we want to talk about reasons as to why people get married, I think that's a conversation to have. That's a different conversation to have. Refresh your memory of the tweet. The tweet says, oh, hold on now. She don't want private. No, I follow her, so it doesn't matter. A black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying a white woman. I don't know why this is even a debate. Why? I don't know what's crazy about this. Cardiac, she's a content creator. This might be how she creates that content. I don't know. She gets a tweet off, gets you to think a little bit.
Shout out to my nigga, though.
I don't know what that was supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know. I still have yet to see anything. She's talking about women's college basketball. Okay. Here's somebody trauma dumping right here. As a black woman who married and divorced a white man who has been married to a black man for 18 years, it's the same thing. It is simply a question of whether your partner is worth a damn. Sure, there's a thing about fetishization in there, but white men do that too. I know there's a narrative that only black men put down their women, and nothing could be further from the truth. It's hypervisibility at work. Cishet men are heavily socialized to rate and compare women in America and elsewhere. And the manosphere is full of examples of all races. I don't. Oh my God. This is insane. I don't know what she's getting at here. It's already over her head. I thought it was over her head based off of what she was saying. But yeah, I still have yet to see anybody bring a solid argument or her even trap herself as to what makes her think, or what makes people think that this is such a bad thing. I still have yet to understand it from Sage. I guess we'll have to have that conversation Thursday. Interrogate why y'all think every single person should be coupled with a man at that. This is what it ends up boiling down to every time, and I find it bizarre. Like, this isn't even inclusive of gay people. She says, I dislike when otherwise thoughtful people bring I'm smarter than you energy to topics they haven't deeply considered. Even when we account for queer folks, the heterosexual dating and marriage market favors Black men in a way that is not true for any other race. Now we're having a conversation. So yes, this analysis includes gay people and people who've removed themselves from the dating and marriage pool. You don't know that because you tweeted without thinking it through, and that's a shame. Furthermore, I'd advocate for divesting because I didn't advocate for divesting because I'm not a divester. I simply said comparing the two things is inappropriate, which is still true. Jameer, my bad, says, and shouts out to Jameer, man. Well, it's not on topic, but she said her mother told her to never sign up to do anything dealing with Black people and handling money. Nobody comes out unscathed. Closed quote and deleted. What? And again, Black Naruto, even to what you're saying, I just think the whole thing is ridiculous. People date who they want to date at the end of the day. Now, when those people try to make it seem that one race is better than the other, that's when it's bad. I don't think that anybody's saying that at all in this conversation. I've yet to see that at all. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't see it. Maybe I'm scrolling past some of it right now. I don't see how this is an issue. This is in fact a non-issue. The last thing that I'm seeing is that it's a non-issue, or it's, there's a difference that I don't see how people are trying to reach for it to be an issue here. Got hit with the pander word again. That's people's favorite word when they don't understand something, especially a rebuttal tweet. They say that, hey, you're a panderer. You know how that goes. I can't wait to launch this Twitter space. This would be insane. Let's go through some more tweets. Let's just go through more tweets. I like the tweet and chill vibe on the stream. Sam Arnold, he said this morning. Rogan bad, Peterson bad, Tate bad, Tucker bad, Trump bad. I get it. Valid criticism exists of each, but who do you propose as a positive masculine role model? The noodle-armed NPR guy? Dujoir ain't winning boys' hearts and mind. I think that the problem with this conversation is, who do we identify as a good role model? What is a good role model? And for women out there, I know we only have like one or two women in the chat. I would love to hear their responses as to who's a good woman role model, because to be honest with you, I think it might be a little harder for them to find good role models than it is for men to find good role models, because there's a lot of publicized depictions of bad woman role models, especially when you're not trying to live that FREE fuck nigga free lifestyle, when you're not trying to be FNF, when you're not trying to be twerking on the headlights at the red lights. Like, when you're not trying to live that lifestyle, I think it's very hard for you to find somebody that they blast on, public platforms on a day-to-day basis that's a good woman role model. It's hard. Even the marketed housewives like Sierra do things that are like very contradictory to their message and stuff like that. But I would just say that it's hard to find a person for you to look after. As a man, though, I think that it is the troubles come in. What do you depict as being a man? What's a man to you? And if you can identify what a man to you is, what masculinity is to you, then I think that that's easier to help you find what a role model is. Especially when we're talking about one that's in the public light. You know, Joe Rogan does have his plights. Also, I don't think his talking points are really the best. I think he's talking about Peterson or whatever, Jesse Lee Peterson or whatever. He has some misogynistic talking points. He's a very red pill, corny guy. Tate, we know about him, corny guy. I think he's out right now, but just corny guy. Tucker Carlson, weirdo talking points. He did have a good talking point when he was talking to Ben Shapiro one time, but other than that, terrible talking point. Agent of Fox News. Trump, I mean, of course he's not a good guy. Don't know what else to say there. It is what it is for Trump. I see some LeBron. And I'll say this. Somebody said Mark Zuckerberg, which is a crazy response. This is who I put up there. This is Jason Wilson. Karate instructor, mentor, mentee for young black men everywhere. I think that he's a good example as to who a good role model for, black men and boys is. He's about communication, vulnerability, but also strength. He's about being vocal and stoic. He's about being, stern but compassionate. He's about being the full spectrum of being a man. And he has a lot of great moments on podcasts and speeches and all these things like that, because I think that personally he's a great example for what a good role model is. A good role model is. I don't think there's a perfect role model. Let me get that straight. There are some things to like about maybe just about everybody. So for me, it's just about picking out as many things as possible from each individual person and trying to piece that together in what I would consider to be a role model. Keanu Reeves is nasty. Saying Keanu, I hate y'all. Keanu Reeves is nasty. Keanu Reeves is absolutely nasty. Something I want to talk about here. Another tweet that I want to talk about. Just scrolling my TL, man. Just scrolling my TL. And let me be clear. Don't have a problem with interracial dating. I think that you'll be subjected to a bunch of conversations, comments, and commentary. And if you're not willing and ready to combat that, or at least have an open dialogue about it and face some of the issues that come up, because you can have some issues with somebody that is of the same, race or ethnicity or nationality as you. You can have issues, but it just gets harder when you go to a different side of that lane, a different spectrum in that conversation. It just is. This person says, I can't believe some women have never been on a date. What the fuck is wrong with men these days? Like, huh? Y'all are gross. I can't express how much that I believe that this is women's fault. I can't express how much that this is women's fault. If I was young now, more than anything, a date to me would be something phenomenal. A date to me would be a dinner at STK. And what Cardiac is saying is true. There are some people that don't even understand the concept of dating besides TV. I think people underestimate the influences that are out there in this world. Like, people really believe that going to this Ruth Chris level steakhouse or even above that on a first date, you know, I'm sleepy. Flowers, chocolates, jewelry, all these things come on a first date. And if I can't bring that to the table on a first date, then hey, I shouldn't even be dating. That's what I would think. That's what I would think. And on the flip side of that, there are some people that take going to McDonald's and getting a milkshake as a date. There are some people that take going to McDonald's and think that that's a date. There was a thread not too long ago that was talking about what's considered a date, and somebody said taking a shower together and taking a nap together is a date. Oh, this person's got their Twitter private. What's up, Rome? Somebody was saying, now we can't see it because they got their Twitter locked, but what the fuck is a nap and shower date? They were saying that taking a shower and taking a nap together is a date. When you're not on the same page and you're not aligned as to what a date is, that's what makes it kind of hard. But women have made these dating standards. That example that I put at the beginning where somebody's saying, yo, STK, jewelry, X, Y, and Z, that's a woman's standard. If you ask a man what they believe a perfect date, first date is, and then you ask a woman what a perfect date or first date is, two completely different things. And I'm going to tell you right now, on one side, there's a lot more money involved. And if I know as a man that I can't keep up with that, then I might as well not even play. If I can't pay to play, I might as well not even do it. Might as well not even do it. So at that point, it does become fundamentally understandable as to how women have never been on a date before. Men can't afford to do it. And you've put the bar so high, so irresponsibly high, that nobody can fulfill that. Nobody can fulfill that. Simple as that. From my perspective. And I can guarantee you, if you ask some dudes, and it's because there's a lack of communication, but also women are setting this standard where, oh, you pick everything, you call, I don't want to have no say so. I'm going to let you decide as the man how this is supposed to go, which is fine. But when I say we taking a nap and that's a date, that's a date. That's a date. If we hanging out, we watching movies on the couch, to me, that's a date, then that's a date. But don't go around telling your friends, telling people, oh yeah, I've never dated before. You dated me. We went on dates before. What you consider dates and what I consider dates are two different things. Simple as that. Simple as that. So how can you complain about the situation that you've created? I think that's the real deal, Holyfield, $100 million question. How can you complain about a situation that you've created when it comes to dating? And I wholeheartedly believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that if that's a serious complaint, it's about people who have set the standard, made the standard, and now once stuff is not going to your standard, especially because people don't live in realism, sorry, there's no room to complain. No room to complain. Listen, I don't know if you see me yawn 7 times. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go to bed. I don't know why this happens to me every time I start streaming on my platform. Videos coming out this week about pearly things, about logic. We're gonna pack those 2 up. Maybe we'll go in the Twitter spaces to get this conversation popping once I wake up. But oh, my girlfriend's on the way over too. We might pop back in for another stream. I ain't gonna lie. But until then, I am going to sleep. I'm about to fall asleep in this chair. Eyes red and everything. Bye, guys.
Did you see?
Are you comfortable? Yeah, see. Are you hot, cold?
I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying to figure out what I want my hair to do.
Cool.
Oh,
I think you're right about that's the wrong thing necessarily. We don't let the notification people get in here first, and then this is for the lover in you. This ring means we'll always be true.
did I tell you I lost that ring already? I guess it's good that I got a fake one. Oh, y'all still did not decide on the dinner.
Yeah. I mean, we'll figure it out. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say besides we'll figure it out.
All right.
I
Now we scrambling for reservations. Oh, but I told you I made the reservations for the restaurant with the same name as your brother's name.
But you put it in his name?
Listen, my name.
You can say that. I don't know why you can't say that.
Oh, I don't.
Listen, chat. This is a special occasion. We're here. We're in the jungle. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I keep doing that every single time. Yeah, we're in the jungle. We are out here actively with my girlfriend. Say yeah. Yeah. We are actively out here. This is a very special person to me.
Oh.
Miss D. She puts the D in me. Hey, yo. Puts the hey, yo. Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Or oh my gosh, for the OGs, D's nuts. Do you remember that?
Nobody from locker room?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Is this not the same kind of locker room space?
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, to locker room folks. Hey, what did that become? Green room?
Yeah. Oh, they shut that down. Yeah, they shut that down. They just announced it today. Cardiac, let me know how the voice levels sound. Do we need to speak up a little higher? Do I need to turn the gain up? Say something real quick to the people.
Me?
Yeah.
Hey people.
You don't have to whisper. I don't know you.
I felt like that was regular.
No.
Hey people.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think the audio levels are just fine. Y'all, yeah, we good. So this is
He's heating up.
My girlfriend.
He's on fire.
Oh man, not again.
Y'all know how I just see what happens when you pay the $3. Absolutely. That's exactly what happens when you pay the $3. You get big. Let me put that cash app up there.
Get big.
Put that.
It's my left arm. I do look kind of strong though.
She louder, but she closer. Yeah, she is closer. So listen. There's a lot of things to cover. a lot of relationship conversations to cover.
Yeah. Oh, this was not a good idea.
No, yeah, we got some things to cover. We got some topics to go through. Cruz send us some topics in the topics chat. Matter of fact, actually, let's go to our Twitter thread. Let's talk about this. We're gonna talk about some things.
Can you show these things?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. I can
I don't know if any of the things I send you
What you mean?
are appropriate.
Yeah, we can talk about any. We can talk about this. This isn't a.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't a. So, chat. We're gonna talk about some things from a relationship perspective. Obviously, we're bored. Obviously, this is new. Obviously, this is exciting. Send this to the girls.
No,
What's going on?
I need to be doing some work. And
Hey, the
heading
girls.
Hey, friends.
I'll
I'll send this to the girls.
Oh, they said this is the head demon. This is insane.
The head demon.
That's I don't know.
Nah, because what you be saying?
I don't say nothing. I don't say anything.
Okay, y'all tell me what he really be saying.
Nothing at all. So.
And it's gonna pop up down here at the bottom.
Yeah. Remember that.
Freaky ass.
Let's get into some topics. My girlfriend likes to be serious sometimes though. So let me so she writes. That's the wrong screen to be zooming in on. That's the right screen. Elizabeth Do It Mother says, you got a girlfriend, but still jacking off in the bathroom is beyond me. I wish my man would even play with me like that. Like, nigga, bring it here. What you doing? I don't mind it, but if he's doing it all the time, it's a problem. Why? Because he got me all the time, and I'm not stingy. So, or hear me out. Let your old lady watch/help and get her satisfaction too. Y'all stingy. Now, I am in favor of the watch.
Okay.
Hey, we in favor of the watch. We in favor of the watch. We are in favor of the watch.
But if somebody wants to just masturbate and not have any watch, that's fine.
Nah, I don't know.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Why is it?
Can they see this tweet?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
Pull that back up.
Yeah, pull that one up.
Masturbation doesn't have to end when you get in a relationship, which I agree. And that is a notion that is tied to grape culture and relationships, but go off. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree that masturbation doesn't have to end. For me, it's ended. I don't masturbate.
Why?
Because the kids are there for you. The kids.
Please do not impregnate me. That is not the goal here.
I'm not saying I'm trying to impregnate you.
Oh.
I'm not saying that I'm trying to impregnate you or anything like that. But what I am saying is that the kids are there for you. Am I right, chat? What does the survey says? The kids are there for you.
You got one more time with this soundboard. Yeah, I disagree. I think masturbation is I think you should masturbate. I'm so sorry if this is about to get a little TMI for y'all.
Go ahead, get TMI.
But I really feel like this. Sometimes you get real aggressive. And I feel like maybe a little solo masturbation session would help to quench some of those fires.
Let's see what the survey says. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that what you think. Niggas saying let her cook. This is crazy. Let her cook.
Thank
Get out
you,
of here,
Rome Easy. Rome.
I don't think personally for me that masturbation, we can't do that one. We can't show that one.
Oh.
Let me stop streaming that one. But yeah, I don't think that personally masturbation is the thing that's going to help me become less aggressive.
What's gonna help you?
And Rationally 30 asks, what's wrong with aggressive? Omar aggressive? Hey yo, yo. What's wrong with aggressive?
I feel like aggression has its time and its place, but like not all the time, not all the places. For me personally, can I say the word?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say.
For me and my coochie.
Clap it up for the coochies, ladies and gentlemen.
He's heating up.
Should I do one of these?
This is
For the
crazy.
coochie?
That's crazy.
No?
Go ahead.
You wouldn't do that for me?
No, I wouldn't rip the
For
shit
this coochie?
This is insane. You trying to start something, but it's
I
not
would
there.
hate press.
You're trying to start something and it's not there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Go ahead about you and your coochie.
Yeah, just for me and my coochie, aggression all the time is dead. That's a real coochie dryer. And not to say that you're aggressive all the time. You're not. I just maybe a little masturbation here and there. Might switch some things up.
Shouts out to Big Brother Boma Simp. $50 on the Cash App. Host of the year and the missus. Shouts out.
Oh man, not
Shouts
again.
out to Big Brother Boma Simp coming in.
Thank
for the
you. Boma Simp.
Boma Simp. Big Brother
Okay.
Boma Simp.
Let's turn you up.
Did you have a song request for Big Brother Boma Simp? We played, I feel like, some already.
Do I have a song request?
Do you have a song request to play?
Oh, let's go. Can we do Don't Play With It?
Yeah, we can do. Over here, the 50s get the song request. Who is Billy B? I guess that's
Violation.
Hey, Shamai.
Okay, bro. Okay. Big Brother Boma Simp. I just want to.
Rough neck nigga on the tongue. You just want to see me on the make with a drum. I can let my finish now. Cause I just gun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? What do you mean? I don't know no other name.
Are we not playing with your coochie? Somebody said, am I not sensual? And see, that's the problem. So is Omar not sensual? That's the problem with these streams right here. This is what's wrong with the youth right here.
Don't go.
This is what's wrong with the youth right here.
Wow, I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to play you. No, Omar is very sensual, very romantic. And how about this?
You just get the beat downs sometimes.
And
you go
Eric,
to
I don't know if you're on this stream. I don't know if I can say his name.
Say Eric, yeah.
Eric, I've been meaning to talk to you for quite some time. All right, here's the thing, y'all. Whenever Omar gets back into the gym, it translates into every other area of his life. I'm not a dumbbell. I'm not the bar. I don't need to be tossed into the air, thrown against the door, slammed over a shoulder. I'm a person.
I think it's working, Eric. I think personally, it's working. Survey says, I think it's working. Eric, shouts out to you, man.
Now, Eric, the workouts are working.
The workouts are working.
They are.
They are working. Oh, snap. Shouts out to Rome. Hold on now. Shouts out to Rome. And I also see you, Alizar. I'm going to get to you in a second. Rome says, got to play Pound Town for the streets.
Oh my God.
I think that's appropriate for this conversation. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them in. But until then,
is this what happens on stream? Y'all, I don't usually tune into.
No, you can turn it up. Turn it up.
Take it.
This is appropriate for the conversation we're having right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round, my coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
He's heating up.
We're playing nigga, cause like a bitch told.
He's on fire.
Pound Town, just left Pound Town. Let my nigga, he just took a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga took a bitch down.
What?
Yeah, that nigga eat me out. Pound Town, just left Pound Town.
With my nigga, he just took a bitch down. Yeah, that nigga dick a bitch down. Yeah,
that nigga eat me out.
Listen, Alizar has a question. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to Rome. Shouts out to Rome for the big 50 ball. Shouts out to Rome for the big 50 ball. Two sponsors of the stream. Let me go ahead and edit that up. This was last stream. Go ahead and read the question from Alizar.
Okay. Alizar 7. Question for Miss Griggs. What's the best way to state your intentions to a woman? Okay, great question. I feel like did I not put my number in your phone?
You did. You did a lot of things first.
Like what? Pray tell.
You did a lot of things first. I will
karate chop.
But I'm letting y'all know I went over there on a different mission. I'm a coochie scout.
Hold on.